We are back for Web TV exclusive football for Week 6. We are at Pirates Stadium for Perryville, hosting the Potosi Trojans this evening. Should be a good game tonight with both teams coming in at 3-2. Potosi opened up the season 3-0. They're dealing with back-to-back losses. They lost last week to Park Hills, and the week prior to that to St. Genevieve after opening the season with a win at Carnahan, a win versus Pacific, and then a thrilling victory on the road at Fredericktown in Week 3, then back-to-back losses in Week 4 and 5. Perryville, a much better season in 2015 than what they've had in just about, it seems like, a decade. Their last non-losing season was a 5-5 go a few years back, but they come in 3-2 tonight. Opened up the season with wins against Sumner and St. Pius before running into Central in Week 3. Then came back in Week 4 to defeat Fredericktown here at Pirates Stadium. And last week, a tough loss on the road to an Afton squad. So if you look at Perryville's record this year, that 3-2, those two losses are both to state-ranked teams with Central and Afton. They did have a pretty solid showing against Central, scoring 26 points in that Week 3 matchup against the Rebels, and that is the most points that Central has allowed this season. On the flip side of that, Potosi's offense, it's not what it's been in years past. Their highest scoring game so far this season was Week 1. Then they've kind of struggled offensively the rest of the way. It'll be interesting to see how they move around tonight on the offensive side with the changes that they've had on the offensive side of the ball. The quarterback for Potosi tonight will be Jordan Huerta. He was the quarterback for Potosi a year ago. Didn't start the season as the Trojan quarterback, but he's back under center for the past couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to see if that changes what Potosi likes to do or if they're going to come out and still pound the football. For Perryville, we're going to see a little bit of both. They have a pretty athletic quarterback in Brandon Renaud, just a junior, so good news for the Pirate program, having such a solid guy under center, and just a junior can throw it, and he can run the ball pretty well. Maybe a little bit better on the running side of things, but he's still developing as a downfield threat as far as the quarterback goes. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the starters. We'll go ahead and start with Perryville, and we'll tell you the offensive starters for the Perryville Pirates, since they are the home squad tonight, and they'll be wearing the dark green uniforms with the white trim and the green helmets. We'll start with the offensive line because it does all start up front for these high school football teams. The left tackle, number 70, Austin Mueller. It's 54, Jesse Yates, just inside at left guard. The center is number 50, Cameron Fears. And on right guard, a veteran of this Perryville football squad, that's Matthew Turbreck. And the right tackle is Austin Bachman. We'll go X, Y, and Z up next. That's 85, Garrett Dix, 18, Connor Stark, and number 1, Aaron Mueller. Now we'll go with the backfield. Under center will be number 7, Brandon Renaud. Behind him, Blake Mattingly, number 13, and Kyle Creason will be carrying the football. So that brings us to the Potosi Trojan defense. Across their front line, Dylan Wright, Ethan Rowland, Jake Neff, and Kyle Oja, and they can definitely get the job done. Their linebackers maybe just as good as their front four. That's Jordan Huerta, Doug Brand, Ryan Coleman, and Zach Price. And in the backfield, Brady French, Chandler Franklin, and Brendan Hovis. So we are just about underway for Week 6 of high school football tonight. And let's talk a little bit about conference standings while we wait for the coin toss and everything to shake out at midfield. Central is on top of this conference. That's the MAFC White Conference. Central is 5-0 overall and 2-0 in conference. And they have a 2-0 conference team in St. Gen that they're playing tonight. So Perryville definitely St. Gen fans this evening because they need St. Gen to hand Central that conference loss because Perryville's sitting at 1-1. If they can beat Potosi tonight, they'll go to 2-1 in the conference. And you can say a lot of what ifs, like what if St. Gen defeats Central? Then you'll have Central at 2-1, St. Gen at 2-1, and Perryville at 2-1 if everything goes as planned on that side. If Potosi gets that conference win tonight and Central wins, it's going to pretty much lock up the conference for the rest of the way. But it should be interesting to see how things shake out for Week 6. Great games all across the board. Pretty evenly matched teams on every game that we have on regional radio tonight. But we are at Pirate Stadium this evening for Week 6 of Web TV exclusive football. I am on the call tonight. I am Greg Armbruster, and you are seeing all the visuals with Jack Sadler behind the lens tonight as we are awaiting kickoff. When we get underway, Perryville will be working left to right. Potosi works right to left as we get things going. Potosi wearing their white uniforms with the yellow numbers and purple trim this evening with the yellow helmets and the purple pants with the yellow stripe on the side. And we're playing on a grass field tonight, going back to the roots of football, and that should be an interesting concept with the way the grass fields work. May alter your kicking game, but not a lot of precipitation over this past week, so the field is actually in great shape. Considering these grass fields can get torn up pretty quickly. That is not the case tonight. So whoever is the grounds crew for Perryville, I give you a nod on the airwaves because you've done a fantastic job. Just moments away from getting things underway, our game tonight for Week 6 with Perryville hosting Potosi. Our game is brought to you by Village of Caledonia in Caledonia and Walmart Supercenter in Potosi and Potosi Chiropractic in Potosi. So here we go. Things about to get underway, and the Trojans will be kicking off from right to left, and Potosi will be receiving, and it looks like back to receive this is going to be number 1, and that's Austin Mueller, a 5'11", 160-pound junior, back to field the opening kick for Week 6 of high school football. Potosi, they have a big boy that comes out and kicks the football for them, and what I've seen throughout the season, their kicking game has been pretty efficient for the Trojans. To kick off, it's going to be number 69, Cale Short, 5'9", 155-pound freshman, out to kick for Potosi. And we are ready for Week 6 of high school football across J98 Web TV at MIMOinfo.com. The kick will come from the 40-yard line. Mueller back on the 15. Drum roll, please. And it's an onside kick, the bag of tricks. It's not going to bounce far enough, and it might actually trickle out of bounds. It's going to be touched first. So the onside kick, I thought we were going to see bags of tricks opened up this week with a lot of the conference implications tonight. We see it right off the bat from Potosi. Unfortunately, it's just going to give Perryville great field position. They're going to start just short of the Trojan 45-yard line. It's about the 45, maybe 46.5-yard line, right in between. And it's going to be lined up on the near hash mark. So let's play some high school football. What do you say? Here we go. So from left to right across the offensive line, it's Mueller, Yates, Spears, Turbrek, and Bachman. Quarterback is Brandon Renaud. Now they're going to move the ball to midfield. I thought that was interesting, but hey, some questions get answered for you, some don't. Fortunately, that one got answered. So they're going to spread them out. 4 receiver set to get things going. Renaud in a shotgun set. One man in the backfield, offset right. Now they're calling for motion from far side to near side. It's Starks in motion. Here comes that jet sweep, and Potosi all over it on the opening play. A nice tackle coming in. That's Ryan Coleman, 5'9", 148-pound sophomore, coming up and making a big stop right there. Coleman didn't start when we saw Potosi against St. Genevieve, but getting the nod tonight. So here we go, 2nd and 15, and the ball just short of midfield in Perryville territory. Again, a 4 receiver set, 1 man offset right in the backfield of Renaud. The snap, he's looking downfield, staring the receiver down to the left, but he's there, makes the catch and a big time hit, but he's able to pull that one in, and it looks like they're going to be able to get up to about the 42, 43-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd and 7. With our first offensive drive of the game, and a good completion there for the Perryville Pirates. Renaud getting started early and making it count. They're going to line up again with a 4 receiver set, 1 man offset right. Starks, the motion man. He takes they fake the handoff. Renaud's going to keep it himself, and the ball pops out. Who's going to end up with the football? And I think it may be Trojan football. It's going to be hard to tell. And yes, it is. So Renaud, his first attempt is a fumble. His first carry of the night. He coughs it up. And I was talking to Coach Wojcik prior to the game starting. He was saying they're going to play well tonight as long as they don't hurt themselves. And I'm sure he's not too happy with that. So now we get our first look at the Potosi Trojan offense for Week 6. And Jordan Huerta in shotgun to open up. And they're going to fake the handoff. It's going to go to Tristan Brown around the far side. And Brown is in open space. Can he get downfield? He's going to tiptoe and be pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So a big pickup that time for the Potosi Trojans on their first play. Tristan Brown moving the sticks. Brings us to 10:41 in the first quarter. The ball now up to the 36-yard line. So a 23-yard run for Tristan Brown on his first carry of the night. Tristan Brown, if he gets on that outside edge, he is quick. They were able to hold him on the short side of the field. It brings up 1st and 10 from the 36. Huerta in shotgun, that tight formation. He fakes the handoff. No, they go with it, going right up the middle. Going to push the pile, pick up about 6 yards. And Potosi's run game coming out in full force, which is really what I expected to see from Potosi. That's what they've been all season long, is just ground and pound. And that carry was actually Zach Price, who started the season as the Trojan quarterback. So quickly, 2 plays, 28 yards for the Potosi run game. Now Huerta's going to line up in shotgun. Brown offset left in the backfield. The handoff is to Brown. He's going to bounce it off right and maybe pick up a couple, but be short of the first down marker, or bring up 3rd and short after the 3-yard gain. Tristan Brown getting the touch again. 2 carries, 26 yards. Most of that coming on that 23-yard pickup he had to open this Potosi drive. Here we go, 3rd down and 3 from the 30-yard line, just across the 30. The Trojans are going to come out with that tight formation with Huerta in shotgun, 2 in the backfield. 1 right off his hip pocket, and the handoff is going to go again to Brown. He's going to make a couple of guys miss in the backfield. How is he still on his feet? And finally brought down, and the Perryville Pirate defense comes up in the clutch with a big stop on 3rd and 3, coming up with a huge loss on Tristan Brown. That's going to bring up 4th down. And the ball about at the 38-yard line, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. And Potosi's going to come out with the punt team. So 4th and 12, it was a 9-yard loss for Brown. And the Trojans forced to punt. It's going to get away very clean, not a lot of pressure. It's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be down inside the 10-yard line. Wow, down to about the 6-yard line. So it didn't look like Perryville wanted to pressure the kick. They decided they were going to let that one take a hop, but fortunately for Potosi, it hopped in their favor, and now Perryville is deep in their own territory, backed up to their own 6 after the first drive stalled out in Potosi territory, stalled out on the Brandon Renaud fumble. So we'll get the Pirate offense back out on the field for their second go of the evening, and 94 yards away from the end zone. 3 receivers come to the near side. Renaud lines up in shotgun. 1 receiver on the far side and 1 in the backfield. Oh, it looks like a little bit of a glitch in the backfield, but able to pick up positive yards. Some confusion out of the backfield. Renaud went to turn to his right to hand it off. And it's still able to get decent yardage out of it. So it'll bring up 2nd and 2 after a surprisingly good pickup from Creasa. So again, trips to the right. Renaud lines up in shotgun. 1 receiver to the far side. Looks like we're going to have a false start. It was the right tackle that I saw move. We'll see who it actually goes against, and they are going to walk that one back. So that's going to be a penalty against the Perryville Pirates. And Coach Wojcik, I imagine he's not too pleased with these first 2 drives, having mistakes on both, but now you're looking at a 2nd and 7. Just over 8 minutes to go in our opening quarter, still scoreless. It's going to be trips to the right. Renaud in shotgun, 1 in the backfield. High snap, Renaud looking to hand it off, and a big push up front by the Potosi front 7. And going to keep that to a short gain. That penalty proving very costly in this situation. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. So after that 8-yard pickup by Creason, the 5-yard penalty brings up now 3rd and 7 from the Pirate 10. The shotgun snap to Renaud, looking to the near side of the field. He's got all the time in the world. Cook a dinner back there and then eat it up. Now he's going to throw it downfield and find a receiver there. All the time in the world for Renaud to make the throw, and he makes it count, finding Dix for the 2nd time tonight. So a big pickup from the 10 to move the chains, keep the drive alive for Perryville, getting out to the 25, a 15-yard pickup. And Renaud 2 for 2 on the evening. A 15 and a 14. Again, receivers everywhere. Trips to the right. Renaud lines up in shotgun. Offset left in the backfield. Creason. The handoff coming to the near side. He's looking to jump inside the tackle. Going to bounce it outside. Run right into Jordan Huerta. And Huerta has always been a sure tackler and able to wrap up and bring Creason down after what looked like it could have been broken for a bigger play. Able to keep Creason in check for a 2-yard gain. A good tackle by Huerta, the linebacker for the Potosi Trojan, the 5'10", 170-pound junior. Or senior, rather. They'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 27. Lined up on the near hash, trips to the far side. Shotgun snap. And the handoff going around the far side. A lot of space there. Can he turn the corner? He sure can. Walking across the 40. He's in open space to the 30. And he's going to be brought down just short of the 30-yard line. A big-time pickup. That time for the Potosi, or for the Perryville Pirates. Blake Mattingly taking the handoff, going around the far side. And tiptoeing all the way into Trojan territory down to the 30-yard line. So a good pickup there, going 44 yards and into Trojan territory. A big pickup for Perryville. This drive, it started on their own 6. And they're now down to the Trojan 32-yard line, just inside of 6.5 to go. Trips line up to the near side. Renaud in shotgun. One man in the backfield, offset left. They take the handoff, pull it out of his belly. Renaud's going right up the middle. And he'll pick up a few on first down. That'll keep the clock moving. At 6:16 and counting. 2nd and 5 after the short pickup by Renaud. So a good drive so far for Perryville. Marching downfield. Looking at a 2nd and 5, and the 3 receivers are lined up to the left, the short side of the field, and coming to the near side, and they fake the handoff. No, it's going into Mueller's belly. He's going to go right inside the tackle and be brought down. That front line for Potosi, they're tough to get by. And showing that right there, keeping that to a 1-yard loss. That was Mueller's first touch of the game. Again, spreading it out for Perryville. Like a little bit of an equipment issue for the Trojans. That's Jake Neff having some helmet problems. Now here we go. Trips to the left. Renaud in shotgun. And he pulls it out. A nice play action and open to Mueller. He's going to turn to the right side, waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Perryville Pirates. 28-yard pitch and catch. And Perryville up 6-0 with 5:15 to go. A nice play action pass. Set up and converted. Here comes the special teams unit. They're trying to add one more. Snap, hold, and the kick is up. It is through, so we are at 7-0 with 5:15 to go. And the Perryville Pirates take the early lead, going 94 yards to find the end zone. With 5:15 to go in the first quarter, the Pirates lead 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the kickoff on Web TV.
Ladies, have you heard Mower Mouse lately? Talking about saving your yards and turning your husbands into superheroes like him? Well, I'm here to tell you, he finally got one thing right. I'm Clarissa, Queen of the Green, and the Hustler Z-Turn mower is the best mower out there. It's so easy to operate, it's fast, fun, and smooth that you'll want to mow the yard yourself. Forget about the husband saving the day. Get out there and see what a lean, mean mowing machine is all about. Hand him the broom, the laundry, and the kids, and take a break from the inside. Enjoy all that Mother Nature has to offer on the Hustler Super Z. Be your own Queen of the Green. The Hustler Z-Turn mower was made to outmow, outperform, and outlast any other mower on the market, and it saves you money. Come to Fliggs Equipment today and take a test drive. Find out what it's really like to be queen for the day. Queen of the Green, that is. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32, St. Genevieve. Online at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
We come back with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter, and Perryville just went 94 yards and capped it off with a touchdown pass from Renaud to Mueller. They lead this 7-0, set to kick off left to right. And it'll be Brown deep to field it. The kick hooks to the left. And it looked like it might have been going out of bounds. It's going to be pulled in by the Trojans. They're going to go ahead and return it up to about the 25. That was interesting. It looked like the kick was hooking pretty hard to the left. It was fielded at about the 10. So might have gone out of bounds, had a little bit better field position. But decided to try to catch that one and run with it. Bringing it out to the 24. Perryville up 7-0. Potosi looking to respond. Jordan Huerta lines up in shotgun. Price offset right in the backfield. Now the motion man from the far side to the near side. They fake the handoff and put it up the middle with Price. And Price is going to spin and fight his way up through the middle. A nice pickup by the former Trojan quarterback, Price. And a good pickup for 8 on first down. Brings us inside of 5 minutes in the first quarter. A low-scoring game. Still a lot of time left at 7-0 Perryville. We are at Pirate Stadium tonight. The Pirates lead 7-0, but here comes a shotgun snap to Huerta. He's going to put it in the belly of Brown, trying to go around the outside edge, cuts back inside, runs into his own blocker, and was tackled from behind. But that tackle from behind may have brought him far enough forward to move the sticks, and it sure did. So another carry by Tristan Brown.
Taken down by number 78, Bradley Ford.
Moves the chains for the Potosi Trojans, now up to their own 37 with a fresh set of downs. And 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Huerta in shotgun, split backs on either side of him. He takes a snap, the handoff is going up the middle. A lot of room there for Potosi. That misdirection set it up. And that may be enough for a first down on that carry. Zach Price is an impressive running back. He's definitely that change of pace guy for Potosi compared to Tristan Brown. Tristan Brown's that guy that gets around the outside edge and can burn you. And from what I've seen from Price so far, he likes to go right in between the tackles and fight. Ball up to the 48, still in Trojan territory. Again, that tight formation with Huerta in shotgun. 2 in the backfield. The handoff's going to be pulled out. Huerta's going to keep it himself. Turn to the right side. Pick up a few yards before being brought down. Maybe about 7 or 8 for the quarterback pulling it out on the option. Jordan Huerta brings it into Perryville territory to the 44. Oh, good pickup for the Trojan quarterback. Now that's 3 different ball carriers we've seen come out of the Potosi backfield as Huerta lines up in shotgun. They fake that again. Now it's going to go in between the tackles to Price. And that's definitely going to be the recipe for the Trojan offense. Price up the middle, Brown on the outside edge, and Huerta, that misdirection. Price gets enough to move the chains. Only needed a couple. So that brings it up to the 41-yard line. Perryville methodically driving downfield. Chandler Franklin comes to the near side of the formation on the wing. Huerta split backs in shotgun. The handoff is going to be pulled out. Huerta's going to keep it himself and pound his way up through the middle. He'll be short of the first down, but another big pickup for the Trojans on first down. And Potosi killing some clock on this drive. Now up to the 34 with a 2nd and 3. So another 2nd and short situation for Potosi. I imagine they're going to run the football. Huerta in shotgun, split backs around him. He puts it in the belly of Price, and Price breaks one tackle, gets into the second level before being brought down by Logan Thaxton. Price, I'm impressed so far. Getting down to the 24. He's got 5 touches, Brown 4, and Huerta with 2 so far. Potosi comes out of the huddle. And Chandler Franklin lines up to the near side. Well, that's Brown, my apologies. And he's going to take it on the end around. Brown going to the far side. If he can turn the corner, he's got a little bit of space, but the Pirate defense waiting for him again. That was Logan Thaxton. Showing nice discipline in the backfield. Making back-to-back stops. But that moves the sticks on a 12-yard pickup. Well, it's 1st and 10 from the Pirate 12. And Potosi trails by 1 score. So Huerta will line up in shotgun. Split backs are Brown and Price. The shotgun snap, the handoff. Going to be pulled out. Huerta's going to try to finish it himself and finds a way and weaves through and gets into the end zone. A 12-yard touchdown run by Jordan Huerta. And we're an extra point away from being tied. It is 7-6. Perryville leading Potosi with an extra point to come with 1 minute 34 seconds still to go in our opening quarter. The kicking game, or the extra point game, I should say, was pretty solid when we saw Potosi earlier this year at home against St. Genevieve. See if they can continue that success. It is Cale Short out to kick to tie this game up. The snap, the hold, it's down, the kick is away. It is up and through, and we are tied at 7-all. Back-to-back scoring drives, and it brings us to 7-7 and a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds for yet another kickoff on Web TV.
Potosi Chiropractic Life Center has a great staff and 2 wonderful doctors, Dr. Joseph Huck and Dr. Daniel Huck. You're treated like family at Potosi Chiropractic Life Center. So to make your appointment or for an adjustment, call 438-5801. The Potosi Chiropractic Life Center is proud of the Potosi Trojans and commend them on being a hard-working team. That's Potosi Chiropractic Life Center, 502 North Missouri Street in Potosi.
With 1 minute 34 seconds still remaining in the first quarter, the Potosi Trojans just tied this game up. It was a 12-yard touchdown run that finalized that scoring drive for the Potosi Trojans. And all of our scoring drives are brought to you by Auto Plaza Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of DeSoto and Fredericktown. Check on prices and inventory at autoplazaford.com. Well, Perryville already set to receive this kick. Potosi still in the huddle. And it will be likely Cale Short that comes out to kick off for the Trojans. And it looks like it's Mueller back to field it. It was a 94-yard drive for Perryville to score on their last possession. It's a squib kick, and it's going to bounce and be fielded at the 20. Mueller has it, crosses the 30. Runs into a Potosi defender and brought down at the 35-yard line. So a 15-yard return for Perryville, bringing it out to their own 35. And see if they can't string together back-to-back scoring drives after going up 7-0. And then Potosi responding right away to tie it up at 7-all. We saw quite a bit of the passing game utilized in Trojan territory for the Perryville Pirates. But their run game really set a lot of that up. Between Mattingly going down the far side for 44 yards. So again, that spread formation with trips off to the left. Renaud in shotgun. He's got offset right in the backfield. A little bit bobbled on the snap. He's going to hand it off to Creason. Creason's going to punch his way out to the 40-yard line. We'll see where they actually spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it just short of the 40. So about a 4-yard pickup for Creason. Brings up 2nd and 6. Again, a 4-receiver set with trips to the far side. Renaud lines up in shotgun, calls for motion. And they fake the jet sweep and are going to hand it off to the back. Creason, who's going to break one tackle, and then everybody up front for Potosi swarming that one. That was a good play up front just to slow Creason down so the rest of the squad could get there. And that was Chandler Franklin getting there first and grabbing a handful of jersey. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 after the 1-yard loss. So again, receivers everywhere for Perryville with Renaud lined up in shotgun. Trips to the far side of the field. Here comes a whistle. And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Casey and the Potosi Trojans. So with 31 seconds left in the first quarter, game tied at 7-all. Potosi calls that timeout, and Perryville will be facing a 3rd and 7 when we come back in 30 seconds on J98 Web TV at MIMOinfo.com.
Walmart Supercenter in Potosi is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. That means a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, and all the latest trends in fashion clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And for the winter season, you'll find coats, ice melt, shovels, tires, and more. Walmart Supercenter in Potosi, always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
We come back with a tie ball game at 7-all with 31 seconds still to go in our opening quarter. We saw back-to-back scoring drives from these two squads. Perryville first, Potosi second. And now with 31 seconds to go, coming off of a timeout called by Coach Casey and the Potosi Trojans, the Pirates face a 3rd and 7 from their own 38-yard line. So again, we're going to have that spread set. Trips off to the far side. Renaud in shotgun. Offset left in the backfield is Creason. Renaud looking downfield, and he's throwing one there. Can the receiver get there? Let him just a little bit too much, and that was Connor Stark streaking down the near sideline. Renaud just a little bit too far out in front, and that'll bring up 4th and 7 from the Perryville 38-yard line. An interesting formation for this 4th and 7. Not a lot of room. Back to Renaud. And he's going to kick it away. Just one step and a kick. And Franklin back to field it. Fields it about the 24. And flags come out everywhere at the end of that. And Franklin gets nowhere on the play. He's brought down right where he caught it. Tried to reverse field, find a little bit of space. There was no space at all, but a lot of laundry out on the field. And it seemed like there were two different flags. I imagine one will be a block in the back. And it is. It's a block in the back against Potosi. So now the Trojans shoot themselves in the foot a little bit after it was Perryville doing that on their first drive. So now after no return, Potosi's going to be backed up even further into their own territory. Ball sitting on the 17-yard line. Just 13 seconds to go in our opening quarter. We're still knotted up at 7. And Potosi looking to score on back-to-back drives. Where to in shotgun. Again, that tight formation. Got two in the backfield with him. They're going to hand it off to Price. Price is going to pound his way up the middle again. Price, a good showing coming out of that backfield. I didn't know really what to expect from Zach Price coming out of the backfield, but he's an aggressive runner. A great job on the first carry for him. Going 11 yards and moving the sticks. So again, Huerta comes out in that shotgun formation. He's got Price and Brown in the backfield with him. And then the time runs out in the first quarter. So tied at 7-all. We will start quarter number 2 in 1 minute. That's coming up next on J98 Web TV at MIMOinfo.com.
Jimmy John's, America's #1 sandwich delivery, home of Subs So Fast You Freak, including subs, slims, and giant clubs. Proudly preparing a plethora of palate-pleasing products using fresh meats, fresh veggies, and fresh baked bread. Served here in the store, delivered freaky fast to your domicile. And don't forget our world-famous Jimmy Chips and Jimmy Cookies and our fabulous catering services featuring box lunches, 15 and 30-piece party platters, and 2, 4, and 6-foot subs. This is Ed. How may I help you?
Wow, that sounds good. I'll have that.
You'll have what, ma'am?
What you just said.
I'm on my way.
Jimmy John's, located on Maple Street in Farmington, delivers 7 days a week. Call 756-FAST. That's 756-FAST.
Say Rowe's knee was down, back to the...
We are set and ready to open up quarter number 2, tied at 7-all with the Perryville Pirates hosting the Potosi Trojans for week 6 of Web TV exclusive football on MIMOinfo.com. And it was all started by Perryville driving 94 yards to find the end zone. Potosi then responded, Perryville having to punt from their own territory on the ensuing drive, and Potosi trying to put back-to-back scoring drives together, facing a 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line, so a good ways to go. Huerta's going to line up in shotgun, 2 in the backfield with him. They're going to fake the handoff, go right up the middle, and not a lot there on that touch. That looked like Zach Price going up the middle once again. So for Potosi so far tonight, it's been Price up the middle, Brown on the outside edge, and Huerta on the option keeper. Brings up 2nd and 5. Quietly, Zach Price is putting together some great numbers through this first half. 2nd and 5 from the 33. Huerta's going to line up in shotgun. 2 in the backfield, 1 immediately offset right. They're going to pull it off, and the option to keeper to Huerta going up the middle. He'll be short of the sticks. 2 yards at best for Jordan Huerta and the Potosi Trojans, so they'll be facing a 3rd down situation. So they're going to spot it as a 3-yard pickup. So it'll be 3rd and 2. The ball on the 36. Perryville's defense has come up clutch once so far. And they have a chance to do so right here. Brown is coming to the near side of the formation. Lined up on the wing. And he's going to take it on the end around. They pull it out, and Brown has a lot of space going down the far sideline. If he can stay in bounds, he's still on his feet. He is still going. He's going to run out everybody, and he is into the end zone. From the 36 to the end zone, Brown gives the Trojans their first lead of the night. So back-to-back scoring drives, and Tristan Brown showing the flashes of speed that we've seen earlier in the year against St. Genevieve and getting into the end zone. A big-time run for Tristan Brown. He does have that capability. Seen it a couple of times this year, and really, I mean, he tight-roped down the far sideline. I'm not really sure how he stayed in bounds, but once he found a little bit of space, he turned on another gear and outran everybody. So now 13-7 with the extra point to come, with 10:32 still to go in the opening half. It's going to be short out to kick. Looks like Price is the holder. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. And it is through. So back-to-back scoring drives for the Potosi Trojans, and they take the lead now 14-7 after a big run from Tristan Brown with 10:32 to go. It's 14-7 Potosi on top. We're back in 30 seconds on Web TV.
Passed from one generation to the next, it's shopping at Megasports. It's become a Parkland tradition. For over 20 years, Megasports has provided Southeast Missouri a business that is family-owned and offers top-notch names in athletic apparel and equipment. Under Armour, Mizuno, Nike, Rawlings, along with unmatched customer service. Megasports offers team discounts and is honored to support and supply all local school athletic programs. In the field or on the field, it's Megasports in Farmington's Maple Valley Shopping Center.
We were tied until a big run from Tristan Brown. Brown going 64 yards down the sidelines into the end zone. Extra point goes up and through, and it is 14-7. Potosi leading the home team, the Perryville Pirates, as we broadcast from Pirate Stadium tonight. Both these teams coming in at 3-2 tonight. Potosi coming off of back-to-back losses. And Perryville in their last 3 is 1-2. Some scores around the area. St. Genevieve leading Central early, 14-7. And Farmington up on Normandy, 7-0. That's a surprising score out there. You see from St. Genevieve, Central's had some problems getting started. St. Genevieve is jumping on that opportunity tonight. So we have the same score on J98, the same score on Web TV, 14-7. After that 64-yard touchdown run from Tristan Brown, and Potosi set to kick off. They're kicking off left to right in quarter number 2, and it's going to be a low squib again. Going to hit Mueller. Mueller's going to field it and come right up the middle. He's got a lot of space. Mueller breaks one tackle, stays on his feet. A big-time return into Potosi territory, and it looked like he got all the way up to the 45, but he's getting up gingerly. Oh, looks like he's going to be okay, but there's a flag down right at the 45. right where Mueller was tackled. So a huge return that time, setting up the Pirates in great shape, depending on what this call is. Here comes the official. So the horse collar. Wow, another Potosi penalty on a kickoff. So special teams penalties. That's 2 in a row. And that's going to set Perryville up with fantastic field position. The officials still talking it over, and why they do that, we'll let you know that we're brought to you by ProCare Automotive in Bonne Terre, Earth Mother Health Foods, County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve, and Crown Collision Center in Farmington. I want to thank all of our sponsors for making all of our broadcasts possible across regional radio. As we are at Pirate Stadium tonight for Week 6 of high school football with a MAFC White Showdown. And right now the Trojans have a one-score lead at 14-7. But Perryville's going to have a very short field. The ball now spotted on the Potosi 30. After a big return from Mueller, a penalty against Potosi. And now the Pirates can't ask for better field position than what they have right here. They're going to spread it out again. Starks to the far side. We have trips to the near side. Renaud lined up in shotgun. And Creason offset right. The shotgun snap, the handoff. It's faked over the middle. He had the receiver there. It was just so quick. A little bit too far out in front. I was looking for Blake Mattingly on that attempt. So Renaud, now 3 of 5. So 2nd and 10 from the Trojan 30. It's Garrett Dix lined up to the near side. Logan Thaxton just inside the shotgun snap. They're going to hand it off to Creason. Creason's going to run into a wall of Trojan defenders. And Potosi up front, so tough. Getting a big stop right there for a loss. So that'll bring up 3rd and 13 after the 3-yard loss. And after having spectacular field position, now a 3rd and long for the Perryville Pirates. Dix and Thaxton lined up on the near side. That's Starks on the far side. Renaud in shotgun. Creason offset left. There's the snap. He's looking downfield over the middle. Has the receiver there. Couldn't hang on to it. Heard footsteps coming across the middle. Chandler Franklin seeing that one all the way. Oh, and a Perryville Pirate still down. That's Blake Mattingly, the intended receiver. And he's slow getting up on this one. He was the intended receiver coming across the middle. Renaud looked to get him right as he came across midfield, but Chandler Franklin came across, and as a safety, Chandler Franklin is a pretty big kid at 5'10", 187. We hope Blake Mattingly's okay. And while we have a player down on the field, we'll go ahead and step away and come back in about 1 minute on Web TV.
TG Missouri is proud to be a part of the community and is committed to being a good corporate citizen and partner in the Perryville community. TG Missouri encourages young athletes to strive for the best. These young athletes and coaches work hard, and their determination is commended. This message brought to you by your friends at TG Missouri in Perryville. Proud to support our young athletes and coaches.
Good news, as you likely saw at the end of that, Mattingly able to walk off under his own power, and Perryville already set with trips to the near side. Renaud looking to the far side. That's where Starks is. And a little bit of maybe a miscommunication on that route. Starks went to cut inside, and Renaud was looking for the cutback on that hitch on the far side just across the sticks. But ends up throwing the incomplete pass. So unfortunately, that all came on 4th down. So after getting a great kick return, then a horse collar, Perryville started a drive on the Trojan 30 and actually netted a -3. So now Potosi with a 1-score lead at 14-7 with 9:32 to go in the first half. They're going to start a drive on their own 33-yard line after the turnover on downs by the Pirates. Huerta in shotgun. Brown offset right. He's going right up the middle with Price. He's got some space. He's still on his feet and blows through a couple of defenders. And another good pickup from Zach Price. I'm definitely impressed from what I've seen by the former Trojan quarterback. Another big pickup. He's definitely an in-between the tackles kind of ball carrier, and he gets 9 on that one. His 8th carry of the night.
You only got 10 out there, Dace.
9 minutes and counting in the first half. 2nd and 1 from the 43. In that tight formation for Potosi. Huerta takes the shotgun snap. Going to hand it off to Price again. Price is trying to come around the outside edge. Not a lot of room for him there, but maybe he picked up the first down. The spot is definitely a first down. It looks like we have another timeout. It's going to be the Trojans that call a timeout once again. Potosi calling that timeout with 8:48 to go in the first half and a 14-7 lead. And now they're saying no timeout. That's weird. Can't say I've ever experienced that one. Timeout, then no timeout. So on that note, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44. Price able to pick up just enough for the first down. With 8:48 to go, Potosi leads 14-7. And they've been able to move the ball on the ground pretty well tonight. Perryville needs to find the recipe to stop them. Huerta's going to be in shotgun. Just one in the backfield with Huerta now. That's Price. He pulls it out of the belly. Huerta trying to go around the far side. He's going to be brought down after a 1-yard gain. The ball pops out. They say he was down before, so play was blown dead. So short pickup for Jordan Huerta. Huerta has yet to throw a pass this evening with 8:13 and counting. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 46. Still in Trojan territory. Like Brown's going to the far side of the formation. Price stays in the backfield with Huerta in shotgun. The shotgun snap goes into the belly of Price. Price is going to be stood up again, so Perryville with back-to-back stops. Can they come up big again? That's the shortest carry for Price this evening. Just picking up 1 yard. Now 3rd and 7 from the Trojan 47. It's going to be a big down here for Perryville if they can come up with a stop here on 3rd and 7. Chandler Franklin goes to the far side of the formation. Now Brown in the backfield and Price with Huerta in shotgun. Huerta pulls it out. They're going to work the option. He's going to cut back inside, pick some up. Is he going to stay on his feet, fight for a few more? It's going to be close to the first down marker. A good carry there from Jordan Huerta, faking the option, going up the middle. And where are they going to spot the football? So just short of the first down. So the 6-yard pickup from Jordan Huerta has Potosi facing a 4th and maybe a yard. It's now on the Perryville 46-yard line. It's going to be Huerta in shotgun. Price just behind Huerta and Brown offset left. It looks like the hard count. Perryville looking to blitz. And Huerta's going to have to call a timeout. That play was going to be dead in the water. Pirate coaching staff definitely had that one snuffed out. It forces a Potosi timeout with 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 14-7 Potosi. We're back in 30 seconds on Web TV.
If you're thinking about building, remodeling, or have any project in your future, stop by County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve and Bloomsdale. You'll find everything needed for the do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor. Check out the Do It Best quality paint line, one of the fastest growing private brands in the industry. The best look self-priming interior or exterior paints comes with a lifetime warranty, so you know they'll stand the test of time. At County Do-It Center, they have what you need in lumber, hardware, and Do It Best quality paint. County Do-It Center is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
So it's going to be a 4th and 1 for the Potosi Trojan offense, just short of the sticks on a Jordan Huerta carry moments ago. And Perryville, really the defense is what forced the timeout for the Perryville Pirates. Jordan Huerta, the quarterback for Potosi, was up front with a hard count and saw that his play was going to be dead in the water because just about everybody was coming in on that one for the Pirates. The 4th and 1 from the Perryville 46. Potosi with a 14-7 lead, trying to keep their drive alive on 4th down. Huerta's going to go in shotgun. Price offset left, Brown offset right. The snap, it's going right up the middle. Looks like they just barely got enough, and a flag comes out late. So let's see what the flag is for. The ball is definitely spotted for a first down. A face mask against Perryville. So regardless, that was going to move the chains and keep that drive alive for Potosi. We are 44 actual minutes into this football game, and 6 minutes still to go in our opening half. 6:14 to be exact. In a 14-7 ball game, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Perryville 30. The Trojans are going to drive down the field once again. Huerta lines up in shotgun. Price, the lone man in the backfield. It's Brown on the near side of the formation, and the handoff going right up the middle for Price. And Price going to fight his way in between the tackles once again. Definitely a hard-nosed runner. Price, just 3 weeks ago, was the quarterback for the Potosi Trojans. Now doing a great job tonight out of the backfield. Definitely that change of pace back that counters Tristan Brown. And that was a 6-yard pickup on his 10th carry of the night. Brown goes to the near side of the formation. Huerta in shotgun with Price. Huerta in trouble, pulled it out too late. Maybe made the wrong decision. He's going to be brought down. Jordan Huerta pulled it out of Price's belly, and was swarmed by the Perryville Pirates. So the loss brings up 3rd and 7 on the 27. Just over 5 minutes to go. Potosi trying to add to their total and kill some clock at the same time. Tristan Brown's going to line up in the backfield, offset left, right on the hip pocket of Huerta and shotgun. Price on the near side split. And they're going to keep it this time and pitch it. And now Tristan Brown to the outside edge. He crosses the 20 to the 10. He's going to have to lay out for it. I don't know if he got in. Just short. So another big pickup from Tristan Brown on 3rd and long. And now Potosi in great shape. They're going to have 1st and goal to go from the 3-yard line. So a 24-yard pickup from Tristan Brown. He's over 100 on 7 carries. One man late into the huddle. So with 4:44 to go, Potosi looking to get back into the end zone. Huerta in shotgun. Price in the backfield. Brown lined up on the left wing. So here's the snap. Handoff Price. Price is going to be stood up. No signal yet. A tough stand up front for Perryville to keep Price out of the end zone. So this is going to be spotted on just about the goal line. So a 2-yard pickup for Price. We'll take a quick timeout before we find out what's going to happen on 2nd and 1. The situation, Potosi leads 14-7, and they are on the doorstep with a 2nd and goal to go from the 1. We'll be back in 30 seconds to see what happens before the end of the half. Keep it tuned to Web TV.
At Midwest Sports Center, we sell fun and make your outdoor living easy. Hi, I'm Josh Harris, owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Stop by and test drive a brand new Can-Am F3 Spider. Check out the new Polaris Slingshot. And if you've been thinking about a side-by-side, well, now's the time. Prices starting at $69.99. Kick it up a notch and give you and your family the ultimate fun at Midwest Sports Center. Located right next to Redfield Collision Center in Farmington. Like us on Facebook, shop us online, MidwestSportsCenter.com.
3 seconds to go in our opening half, and Potosi leads 14-7, and they're on the doorstep from adding another score. Looking at 2nd and goal to go from the 1. So this could be a big situation for both squads. A 2-score lead if you're Potosi, or trying to keep it a 1-score game if you're Perryville. Split backs, Huerta in shotgun. The handoff. Price, no. Huerta pulls it out, goes 1 yard and into the end zone. Jordan Huerta scampers in for another score and adds 6 more to the Potosi Trojan total, now 20-7 with 4:19 to go and an extra point still to come. Potosi's ground game has looked pretty good so far tonight. That's the second rushing touchdown for Jordan Huerta. He had a 12-yard score in the first quarter and adds his second with 4:19 to go in the second quarter. Short on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is away clean, and it's up and through. It's 21-7. Potosi strings together another scoring drive, and all of it coming on the ground. The Potosi Trojans have yet to throw a pass tonight, and their ground game leads the way once again, now 21-7 over Perryville. 4:19 to go in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds on Web TV.
Hi, neighbor. The new landscaping around your yard looks great.
Oh, thanks. We're doing home improvements. Doing it all with Potosi Lumber.
Really?
We're replacing cabinets, new carpet, new storm doors, and customized replacement windows. And that's just to start.
It's time for home improvements. See Potosi Lumber, Highway 21 in Potosi.
We are back with 4 minutes, 19 seconds still remaining in our opening half with the Potosi Trojans leading 21-7 over the hometown Perryville Pirates. Still a lot of time for Perryville to get into the end zone before the end of our first half. Our game tonight brought to you by Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve, Culligan Water in Leadington, Mega Sports in Farmington, Home Pools and Spa in Leadington, and Parkland Health Mart Pharmacies in Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton. It is week 6 of high school football around the listening area, and the Pirates trail by 2 scores, 21-7. Both teams come in tonight at 3-2, but both coming off of losses in week 5. Potosi set to kick off once again. And a flag comes in. Looks like a false start on a kickoff. We were just talking about that on the Big River Communication Football Roundtable on Tuesday. How you rarely get to see that situation, but here we go. So that it's actually a delay of game is how it goes down. So now the kick's going to come from the 35. Mueller, a great return on the last kick. But Perryville couldn't get any points out of it. With 4:19 to go, they need to find the end zone. And a whistle again. That was a weird one right there. I'm not even sure what to say about that one. Everybody stopped, froze, there was a whistle. Then the kick came about 15 seconds later. A flag comes out. That was odd. Well, you see some weird things from week to week in high school football, and flat out, that was weird. See what the actual call, I want to see what the actual breakdown of what happened there from the official. So the ball is currently spotted just short of the Pirate 35. There's a flag down about 10 yards away from where the kick came from. Here. And now what I thought the initial penalty was the second penalty. So a little bit of weird for your Friday night. And we'll try this all again. But now we're going to try it from 5 yards further back. This one's going to come from the 30. So we tried from 40 now to the 35. We'll see if we can't do any better from the 30-yard line. It's still 21-7, by the way. 4 minutes, 11 seconds. Still to go in the opening half. Now Mueller's set to return on his own 30. Oh, now the kick is away. It's going to be a squib. Mueller fields it at about the 29. He's going to cut back, go back to the outside edge, find some space again. So another decent return for Mueller. And Perryville's going to have 4 minutes and 5 seconds. We'll try to cut into this Potosi Trojan lead. The last drive that they had netted -3 yards, and it started on the Trojan 30. They came up empty. So with 4:05 still to go, it'll be a 1st and 10 from their own 44 for the Perryville offense. Renaud's going to line up in shotgun. Logan Thaxton in the near side slot. Garrett Dix spread out to the near side of the field, and Starks to the far side with Mueller, the inside slot. And now Blake Mattingly lined up offset right. The motion man. And it's bobbled. Renaud wanted to hand it off to the motion man, and it was dropped. Coming across, it was Logan Thaxton from the near side slot going in motion. Renaud tried to put it in his stomach, and that one just popped up in the air. So it's another situation where they're hurting themselves. It'll be a 2nd and 18. Back to the 37. Trips comes in the near side. Renaud in shotgun. The snap. He's going to keep it, throw it over the middle, and throwing it behind the intended receiver that time, looking for Logan Thaxton. So after starting very well in the first quarter in the passing game, Renaud has struggled since. Now 3:28 to go, and it's about 3rd and St. Vincent. Renaud lined up in shotgun, trips to the near side. It's a single receiver set on the far side. Here comes the shotgun snap. Renaud looking downfield. He's firing and looking for Starks down the sideline. Not able to come up with it. They come up empty on the 3rd and 18. So now 4th and 18. Renaud stays on the field. He doubles as quarterback and punter. They line up fairly close, similar to what the DeSoto Dragons and North County Raiders do. So here's the high snap, able to jump up and get it. Barely gets the kick away, but it was a nice kick. Waving for the fair catch and pulled in by Chandler Franklin on the 28-yard line. So a quick series for Perryville. They come up empty once again. Perryville struggling on the offensive side of the ball. Now this is a team that can put up points, has scored over 50 in a game this season against St. Pius. But they're struggling to get the offense going. Shut out last week and just one score so far. And since then, it's been 21 unanswered by Potosi. Looks like we're going to have our first Perryville Pirate timeout of the evening with 3:14 to go in the opening half. It's 21-7, Potosi leading. And Potosi will have the football when we come back in 30 seconds on J98 Web TV at MIMOinfo.com.
The Potosi R3 School District is committed to excellence. Now, they're proud of their students and their athletes because these young people work hard and show a ton of dedication. The Potosi R3 students and athletes are committed to excelling to high levels of achievement. Attitude and perseverance play a big part in their success. The Potosi R3 School District sincerely hopes this school year is a wonderful and memorable stepping stone in their life's journey.
So with 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in our opening half of play, the Potosi Trojans lead this contest 21-7 over the hometown Perryville Pirates. And with 3:14 to go, that's plenty of time for Potosi to try and find the end zone again. And the Trojans' ground game has had success so far through the first half. They've scored 21 unanswered now against Perryville. Can the Pirates stop the bleeding before the end of the first half? Or will the Potosi Trojans add to their 21-7 lead? Huerta in shotgun. Brown on the near side of the formation. The handoff going to Price. Price trying to bounce it outside. He stood up right at the line of scrimmage, going to find his way for a couple more. And it was Blake Mattingly that got the first hit. So slowing Price down just enough and keeping him to a 2-yard gain. So that's 12 carries, 68 yards for Zach Price. Meanwhile, Tristan Brown already over 100. 2:45 and counting in the first half. A 2nd and 8 from the Potosi 30. Huerta in shotgun. He pulls it out. He's going to try to keep it himself and is swarmed that time. A big play up front. Matt Turbreck, the senior, 6 foot, 230 pound front lineman, getting the job done. Matt Turbreck is a veteran of this Perryville football squad. Coming up with a big play up front there. They'll bring up 3rd and 8. And this could be a big stop for Perryville. If they can keep the Trojans from advancing this and forcing a punt, they'll have plenty of time. Crowd starting to come to life. Tristan Brown lines up as the wing on the near side. Huerta in shotgun. They do the jet sweep on the fake, and Brown's going to have a little bit of space and be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A one-on-one tackle on the far side of the field. A big-time stop, and I think that was Connor Stark coming up with a stop right there. Stark was a Perryville soccer player a year ago and decided to try out for the football squad. And he's definitely one of the better athletes on the field right now. So it's going to be a hold against Potosi at the end of the play. And that's going to back Potosi up. So it'll be 4th down, 9 yards to go from the 29, and 1:55 still to go in the second quarter. So now here comes the punt team for Potosi. And the return man's going to back up to about the 45 to the 40, still backpedaling. Mueller has had some pretty solid returns so far tonight. If he can set one up here, that'd be huge for the Pirates. Here the kick gets away just barely cleanly. It's going to bounce at the 40. Take a Potosi hop and stall out at about the 38-yard line. So with 1 minute and 21 seconds still to go in the first half, Perryville has enough time to march their way down and cut into this lead. Potosi leads at 21-7, and it's been 21 straight points for the Trojans. Perryville's offense looked pretty good on their scoring drive, going 94 yards, but haven't had much going since. So here we go. A big drive for Perryville, 1st and 10 on their own 38. 4-receiver set with trips to the near side. The handoff's going to go to Mattingly. Mattingly coming up through the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Runs into Chandler Franklin. He's brought down right at midfield. So Blake Mattingly, a big pickup. And Mattingly getting out to midfield. His 2 carries tonight going for chunks of yards. He's got 2 carries for 56. There's a shotgun snap to Renaud. He's staring the receiver down. You got to be careful. And he gets the pass complete right in front of Jordan Huerta. Reeling that one in was Logan Thaxton. So Renaud completing the pass to the near side of the field. And the ball spotted in Potosi territory. And we'll have a timeout called on the field with 57 seconds remaining. It's a 21-7 ball game. The Trojans lead this, but Perryville trying to get into the end zone in the next 57 seconds to cut into that lead. Our game tonight's brought to you by Village of Caledonia in Caledonia, Walmart Supercenter of Potosi, and the Potosi Chiropractic Center in Potosi. So 47 yards away for Perryville to cut this down to maybe a 1-score game. They may have to settle for a field goal, but either end of the Perryville field, you have a little bit better of a chance kicking field goals on the opposite end from what Perryville is going. So that may come into play. And then again, it may not. Plenty of time on the clock for the Pirates to get into the end zone. So it's going to be a 4-receiver set. Starks, Mueller, Thaxton, and Dix from far side to near side. The shotgun snap to Renaud. He comes up gunning and hits off the hands of the receiver, thrown just a little bit too low for Garrett Dix. Well, the clock will freeze at 53 seconds. Brings up 3rd and 7 from the 47. Trips to the far side with Starks spread out wide, Dix to the near side. Mattingly in the backfield with Renaud in shotgun. Oh, and it's going to be a false start. Lined up in the slot. It looks like for the majority of the game when Renaud is clapped. They've snapped the football, trying to work a little bit of a hard count right there. And unfortunately, the receiver wasn't ready for it. That was Thaxton jumping the gun. And that's going to back up the Pirates into their own territory at the 48, now 3rd and 12. Starks, Mueller, Thaxton, Dix, far side to near side as Renaud lines up in shotgun. Renaud taking his time, 10 on the play clock. Now he takes the snap, rolling out to the far side, looking to find some space, and it looks like he's going to tuck it and run. The big fella can definitely find another gear. He's going to be pushed out of bounds just short of the first down marker. And the clock freezes at 45. So it'll be a 4th and 3 for Perryville. This is a huge down for the Pirates if they want to cut into this 21-7 Trojan lead. So now Twins left, Twins right. Offset left in the backfield. Renaud, taking the shotgun snap, comes up gun and hits the receiver, and he steps back inside. And Starks is going to be brought down at the 35, and the clock will continue to run as soon as the officials wind it. Starks had the opportunity to turn and step out of bounds. Instead cuts it back inside, now to the 35, clock yet to run. The chains are not set yet. Now the chains are set with Twins left, Twins right. Renaud takes a shotgun snap, looking to the far side of the field, and it looks like he's going to tuck it and come up throwing. It's a jump pass and definitely thrown away that time, so not a bad play, not much downfield. So Renaud opts just to sling it out of bounds, and you live to play another down in that situation. It was an odd throw, rolling out to the far side and jumping a little bit before throwing downfield. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35, 28 seconds to go. Starks lines up on the far side. Trips comes to the near side. Renaud lines up in shotgun. Offset left in the back. Here comes the snap. And chasing from behind. Renaud doesn't see it, and he's able to get the pass away. And it's caught and tiptoed. And staying inbounds is Dix. He's made a couple of nice catches so far tonight. The ball comes up to about the 28-29. Called a 7-yard pitch and catch from Renaud to Dix. Now 4 of 11 rather, is Renaud. Trips off to the right. Renaud takes a shotgun snap. He's looking to roll out right. He's got time, throws one to the ends or the sideline, and Starks makes the catch. Wow, nice catch by Starks on the far side. That'll move the chains. That was an impressive catch. Starks had a defender pouring down on him. And now the offense, personnel out there trying to quiet the crowd a little bit so they can get the play call going with 16 on the game clock. Trips comes to the near side, Starks on the far side. Renaud in shotgun, 15 seconds to go. He takes a shotgun snap, looking at the throw, and throws it across the middle in between two defenders, throwing it between Price and Huerta. A dangerous throw, but Thaxton, the intended receiver, not able to get there and reel that one in, but maybe he'd been better off not catching that one. So that brings us to 12 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Dixon, Thaxton, and Mueller on the near side. Starks on the far side. Renaud lines up in shotgun with Mattingly offset right. Here's the snap. Renaud looking to the end zone. He lobs one up. He's looking for Starks. And Starks was turning inside. I think if he would have done like a post maybe to the back corner of the end zone, or a fade rather, he would have had a little bit of space there. But the incompletion stops the clock at 6 seconds. So maybe 1-2 more plays. Looks like Tyler Yates is coming onto the field. And Mattingly will come off. So Dix, Thaxton, Mueller on the near side. We have Yates and Starks on the far side. Renaud, an empty set. 6 seconds to go. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw it into the end zone. He lobs one up, looking for his receiver there, and Starks makes the catch. An amazing catch, 22 yards out as time expires in the first half. And Starks from Renaud, 22-yard pitch and catch, able to pull that one in. A beautiful throw, and maybe an even better catch from Starks. And it's now 13-21 as Perryville gets into the end zone as time expires. An amazing catch from Starks in the end zone. Able to outrun the defender, turn, find the football, and pull that one in. Impressive. And Starks stays out. He is also the kicker. So here we go. Is it going to be an 8-point or 7-point game? Snap, hold, kick, barely gets away. It's hooking, and it's no good. He hooks it right. So we'll end the first half at 21-13. Perryville with a 22-yard pitch and catch right as time expires. And that is our halftime score at 21-13. We are just about ready to start the third quarter of play from Pirates Stadium in Perryville this evening as the Perryville Pirates are hosting the Potosi Trojans. And after 2 quarters of play, Potosi leads this contest by 8 at 21-13. A little recap of our first half. Perryville goes 94 yards for our first scoring drive of the evening. They take that 7-0 early lead. Potosi responds with 21 unanswered points to take a 21-7 lead, and right as time expired in the second quarter, it was a 22-yard hookup from Brandon Renaud to Stark in the end of the end zone. Stark unfortunately missed the extra point to follow, so that's where our 8-point deficit comes into play. Both of these teams come into tonight at 3-2, but a little bit different record inside the conference. Potosi 1-2 in the MAFC White, whereas Perryville is 1-1. The thing about that is the two teams ahead of them are Central and St. Genevieve, both at 2-0 inside the conference. At the half, St. Genevieve leads Central 20-7. So that would put Perryville right in the mix if they can beat Potosi tonight, because then Perryville still has a conference game scheduled against St. Genevieve. So for Perryville, your destiny's kind of in your hands at this situation, with St. Genevieve playing well against Central tonight, and Central already beat Perryville earlier this year, so that's kind of one of those weird what-if scenario conferences. But the brass tacks way to look at it is if Perryville can win tonight, then beat St. Genevieve, assuming that St. Gen beats Central, they'll be right there at the top of the conference. So their destiny is definitely in their own hands. Potosi, they're 1-2 inside the conference, so a little bit less odds in their favor. So through 2 quarters of play, it was 165 total yards of offense for the Perryville Pirates, 86 through the air, 79 on the ground. On the flip side of that for Potosi, they were able to compile 228 yards of total offense through the first 2 quarters of play without throwing a single pass. Jordan Huerta, the quarterback for the Potosi Trojans, was the quarterback a year ago, but didn't start the season under center for Potosi. He didn't take over until a couple weeks ago after injuries forced Potosi Trojans coach Mark Casey to kind of rework some things that he was doing. And ever since then, Potosi they really didn't have much of a passing game prior to that. When we saw them against Fredericktown, the only passes that they threw were touchdowns, and there were only 2. When we saw them against St. Genevieve, they threw 2 passes, both incomplete. So an interesting situation through the first 2 quarters of play, but in the second half of the game against St. Genevieve, Potosi did go through the air a little bit, but it was more out of necessity than want after they were trailing St. Gen early in that third quarter a couple of weeks ago in that loss at home to the Dragons. So as we get set to start our third quarter of play, it is 21-13. The Potosi Trojans lead the Perryville Pirates, and Perryville opened the game receiving the football, so Potosi will get their chance to start the second half. It'll be Tristan Brown back to field it. And it looks like kicking off for Perryville be number 50. That's Cameron Fears, a 5'7", 205-pound senior. And Tristan Brown, now they come out with a bag of tricks right there. Coming right out of the scrum, turning around. A little bit of a trick play, but a little bit of a tit for tat on that one. That was kind of funny. We opened up the football game with an attempted onside kick from Potosi. Now Perryville digs into their bag of tricks and tries to return the favor. but neither team able to recover. Just short field position for Potosi. They're going to line up on their own 48-yard line. We're going to start the third quarter. Potosi leads by 8, 21-13. Huerta's going to go into the shotgun set. Brown offset right. Price in the backfield to the left. The handoff pulled out. Huerta going to keep it himself, trying to get around the outside edge, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of a couple. He's definitely into Pirate territory before being brought down. Jordan Huerta ended the first half with 37 yards on 7 carries. And now up to 40. And into Pirate territory at the 48-yard line. So it's spotted as a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. Huerta will line up in shotgun. Tristan Brown offset left. Price behind Huerta. Here's the snap. He puts it into the belly of Brown. Pulls it out. Goes right up the middle. And actually had to sidestep his way through the hole. If you remember doing grapevines as a kid in gym class, that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down. Well, good job by Huerta to stay on his feet and get down to the 40. So an 8-yard pickup for Jordan Huerta, his 9th carry of the ball game. So all ground game so far from Potosi, and that continues in the third quarter. Huerta lines up in shotgun with a 1st and 10. He puts it in the belly of Price. He turns around the outside and will be brought down just across the line of scrimmage. So this Potosi team showing a little bit more of that split back veer. Kind of what St. Genevieve did to them earlier in the year, but personnel changes for the Potosi Trojans have kind of led to a different look on the offensive side. Kyle Allison spent a lot of time in the backfield. Price was under center. That's all in the past as Jordan Huerta steps up in the shotgun set with Price in the backfield with him. The handoff is pulled away from Price, and Huerta's going to keep it again and go around the outside edge, step right inside of the left tackle, and pick up a couple before being brought down. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 after Jordan Huerta decides to keep it a couple of times in a row. He picks up 4 on that one and 10th carry of the night. And for Jordan Huerta,
Come on, defense!
he spent a lot of the year as the wide receiver.
Come on, D!
His 2nd week under center. 9:50 to go. 3rd down and 5 from Pirate 35. The snap to Huerta. He pitches to Brown. Brown has a lot of space. Can he get around the outside edge? Crossing the 20 to the 10, 5, and scampering into the end zone from 35 yards out. It's Tristan Brown finding his way into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. And he is now 8 carries, 150 plus, and 2 touchdowns. And that was a big-time run from Tristan Brown. Brown, if he gets that outside edge, he can definitely burn you downfield. And showing his speed right there. Back up to a 14-point game at 27-13. 35-yard touchdown run came on 3rd down. And here comes an extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It's low, but it's got the distance, and it's up and through. So make that 28-13. A 35-yard touchdown run by Tristan Brown extends the Potosi Trojans lead. They find pay dirt on their opening drive of the third quarter. And our scoring drives are brought to you by Auto Plaza Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of DeSoto and Fredericktown. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, check on inventory and prices at autoplazaford.com. I want you to know that our game also brought to you this evening by America's Mattress and Recliners in Farmington, Willette Home Furnishings in Bonne Terre, and Hub's Pub and Grill in Bonne Terre. So a big time score that time for the Trojans. Come out strong in the second half. A couple of minutes tick off, and you get back into the end zone. A 35-yard touchdown run from Tristan Brown. He has 8 carries and 158 yards so far tonight. He did have a 64-yard run earlier that also went for a score. So Tristan Brown definitely showing the flashes of speed we've seen from him a couple of times this year. And back out to a 15-point game. Potosi still in the huddle waiting for the kickoff. I don't think that Coach Casey will try to return the favor like Perryville opened with the onside kick in the third. They just feint it. Just a little bit of a feint. So they'll go ahead and Kick it deep. It's Mattingly back to field this one at about the 17. Kick comes from the 40. It's a low line drive. It takes a good hop and fielded by Mattingly. Crosses the 20 up to the 30, trying to go to the far side of the field, and he's going to be tripped up and brought down at about the 30. Flags come out at the end of the play. After Mattingly brings it out, a decent return from Mattingly. It high hopped on him deep in his own territory, but sure-handedly pulled it in, took it upfield. Let's see what the flag at the end of the play is for. Here comes the official. Still no signal just yet. Looks like the ball is currently spotted at the 30, and they're going to walk it off against Potosi, or against Perryville rather, so back to the 20. And 28-13 is our score with Potosi on top. And there were 21 unanswered points in the first half by the Trojans. And they open up the third quarter with our first score of the second half, a 35-yard touchdown run from Tristan Brown. And Perryville with a chance to respond. Renaud's going to line up in shotgun. Trips come to the near side. Stark to the far side. There's a shotgun snap. It's high. It's handed off. A lot of room there for the back coming up through the middle. Still on his feet. Shaking and baking. Going to get across the sticks and then some. A big pickup on the first play. That's Mattingly on the carry. Mattingly's going to move the chains and then some. Ball spotted out at the 33. We'll call it a 13-yard pickup for Mattingly. A great way to start the drive. Again, trips to the near side. Renaud lined up in shotgun. The back offset right is Mattingly. Mattingly's going to take it, come to the near side, step inside, shake one defender. Can he break another tackle? Yes, he can. He cuts back inside, breaks a second, breaks a third. Can he break a fourth tackle? No, but he's going to motor his way down. What a big run for the Perryville Pirates, and Mattingly carrying several defenders downfield, breaking 3 tackles. If he was able to break that fourth, he was gone. So a big stop for Potosi, but man, what a run from Mattingly right there. And a face mask at the end of it against Potosi, helping Perryville out even further down the field. That was a monster run from number 13, Blake Mattingly. Whew. He's listed at 5'9", 165, looking a lot bigger than that on that carry. That was impressive. A big run from Mattingly. On 35. And the penalty at the end of it, 1st and 10 on the 32. Trips to the near side. That's the short side. Stark on the wide side all by himself. The handoff is going to be faked. Renaud's going to keep it, try to plow through the middle. He's going to pick up a couple, get down inside the 30. And Perryville rolling on their first drive in the third quarter. Getting just inside the 29, so just a short pickup for Renaud. Brings up 2nd and 7. Dix, Thaxton, Mueller on the near side. Stark on the far side. Mattingly offset right on the hip pocket of Renaud in shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Mattingly pounding his way up through the middle. Blows over one defender before being brought down by Jordan Huerta. He ran smack into Zach Price, and Price went backwards in a hurry. But he slowed him down just enough for Huerta to finish it off. A short gain from Mattingly. It's a 2-yard gain is definitely the shortest. Next shortest carry was 12. Go twins on either side. The shotgun snap to Renaud on a 3rd down, looking to throw, and it went over one receiver and into the hands of Dix. I think Thaxton thought it might be going to him. It looked like it was too high for Thaxton. Fortunately, sitting right behind him, Garrett Dix just camping out, waiting for that one, and able to pull that one in. So that'll move the chains on a 9-yard pickup from Renaud to Dix. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 18. Again, Trips comes to the short side of the field with Stark all by himself on the far side. Now Mueller in motion. Mueller is going to, no, it's Renaud that's going to pull it out at the end and try to go right up the middle in between the tackles. And fighting down inside the red zone. Can Perryville make the most of their trip? Renaud with a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 from the 14. 7:24 and counting on the clock. 22 and ticking on the play clock. Mattingly offset left. Renaud in shotgun. And he's going to hand it off to Mattingly, going right up the middle that time. He's down inside the 10. spotted short of the first down. 7 minutes and counting. It'll bring up a short yardage situation, and Potosi's going to call a timeout, backed up into their own territory, down to their own 9, and Perryville will have a 3rd and 1 when we come back with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 28-13, Trojans on top. We're coming back with some more football in 30 seconds on Web TV.
Jimmy John's, America's #1 sandwich delivery, home of Subs So Fast You Freak, including subs, slims, and giant clubs. Proudly preparing a plethora of palate-pleasing products using fresh meats, fresh veggies, and fresh baked bread. Served here in the store, delivered freaky fast to your domicile. And don't forget our world-famous Jimmy Chips and Jimmy Cookies and our fabulous catering services featuring box lunches, 15 and 30-piece party platters, and 2, 4, and 6-foot subs. This is Ed. How may I help you?
Wow, that sounds good. I'll have that.
You'll have what, ma'am?
What you just said.
I'm on my way.
Jimmy John's, located on Maple Street in Farmington, delivers 7 days a week. Call 756-FAST. That's 756-FAST.
So we bring you back to the action. It's a 3rd and 1 coming up. And Perryville trying to cut back into this Potosi Trojan lead once again. The Trojans opened up the third quarter with a touchdown on their first drive, and Perryville looking to do the same. Dix, Thaxton, Mueller spread out left. Stark off to the right. Mattingly on the hip pocket of Renaud in shotgun. It's 3rd and 1 from the 9. Here's the snap. Renaud looking to keep it all the way, trying to get to the outside edge. He's going to be tripped up. Does he get the distance? He's spotted right at the sticks. It's going to be close. It might be a 4th and short. The 4th down marker is flipped, so there we go. 4th and 1 from the 9. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-13. Potosi on top. Perryville all the way down to the Trojan 9, facing a 4th and 1. Twins left, twins right. Mattingly offset right in the backfield. Renaud takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Mattingly. He's going to dive his way through and definitely able to pick up that 1 yard. Mattingly has been extremely efficient, to say the least. So fresh set of downs for Perryville. 1st and goal to go from the 8. Dixon, Thaxton on the near side. Stark on the far side with Mueller in the slot. Mueller now in motion. The handoff is to Mueller. He's going to try to cut back inside of the left tackle and get down to about the 6. So a short pickup, just 2 yards. So now 2nd down. Coach Wojcik was talking about how they had struggled to punch them in short yardage situations last week. Can they do it here? Renaud takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw it in the end zone, fires it behind the intended receiver, and he was mauled coming across the middle. And Stark was manhandled before the football even got there. I feel like I don't have to look, but I almost feel like it was Chandler Franklin, just because he's such an aggressive defender. And surprisingly, it was not. It was Hovis. So that's going to cut the distance. And Perryville still looking to punch it in. Sitting on 13 points to Potosi's 28. Now the officials having a bit of a discussion before we get things going. Renaud's going to line up in shotgun. Mueller's on the near side of the formation. Mattingly offset right in the backfield. You have Dick spread out to the far side and Stark lined up in the slot. You got to be thinking slant just a little bit if you're the Potosi Trojans. Here's Mueller in motion. The handoff, it's to Mueller. He's going to be high load right as he tried to cut through the hole. Jordan Huerta is one heck of a linebacker for the Potosi Trojans. He's got that gap discipline. Showing a little bit of it right there. Interesting. So Renaud coming to the sidelines. And there's definitely some miscommunications. Getting your fair dose of weird in week 6 of high school football, brought to you by Potosi and Perryville and our high school officials. We're getting our fair share of oddities this evening. So with 5:24 to go, 4 yards away from the end zone, Perryville lines up, twins left, twins right. Renaud in shotgun with Mattingly. Now calls for Thaxton in motion. They're going to pull it off, and Renaud's going to keep it himself and be swarmed. That was a huge play right there for the Potosi defense. Coming up with a stop inside of your own 5. And now the marker on the far side has had 4th down for about 3 plays now. So I imagine this may be 4th down. Again, 2 receivers to either side. Renaud in shotgun. He takes the snap, looking at the near side. He fires into the end zone. It's tipped and laying out and trying to make the catch. And no, it was incomplete. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Somebody got their hand up. Maybe it was Zach Price that got a hand on that one. I didn't really get a clean look at it. But coming up empty inside the red zone, getting all the way down to the 4. Just not able to put points up. And Potosi will take over deep in their own territory with a 15-point lead at 28-13 and 4.5 to go in the 3rd. It's going to be difficult for Potosi's offense to execute this deep into their own territory, but you just never know. 1st and 10 from their own 10. The handoff going right up the middle, and not much there for it. The clock will continue to run at 4.5 to go in the 3rd. A yard that time up the middle for Potosi. So they'll be looking at a 2nd and 9 from their own 11. If the Pirates can come up with a defensive stand, they'll have at least decent field position after coming up empty from the 4. Huerta takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, now to Brown around the outside edge, and Brown's going to be swarmed in the backfield, not even getting back to the line of scrimmage. Standing tough are the Perryville Pirates. That will bring up 3rd down inside of 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. So a 2-yard loss for Tristan Brown. Brings up 3rd and long from the Trojan 10. Huerta with a tight formation, looking to call the hard count. Nobody jumps. Now here comes the snap. He's going to take it and keep it himself, try to fight his way through. He's going to be short of the 1st down marker, but definitely making it manageable. But this deep in your own territory, that's definitely risky business if you want to go for it if you're Coach Casey. Now here comes the punt team. So after Perryville comes up empty inside the 5, they force a quick series from the Potosi Trojans. So the kick is going to come from basically the Trojan goal line. The return man at midfield. Here's a good kick. It's Mueller back to field it. He's going to field it on a hop. He's running back to the 45, and he's going to go even further back, stay on his feet, and finally be ripped down after losing about 7 on the return. Well, now Perryville will have a chance to come back out and see if they can't cut into this lead after a drive that went down inside the 5 and came up empty. They trail by 15, and the offense looked a little bit better on the opening drive than it had through the middle portion of the first half. It was the first drive, really, and the last drive for Perryville that put up points. And now they're going to start from their own 42. 1st and 10 from the 42 with 2.5 to go in the 3rd. Now 3 receivers come to the near side. Renaud's going to line up in shotgun, working the spread. Here's the shotgun snap. Renaud looking to the far side. He's got pressure. He's going to have to run and try to get rid of the football. He's going to lob it downfield.
Hey, that's a flag. That's a flag. Hey, that's a flag.
And able to get rid of it. Now flags come in at the end of the play. So after not much downfield for Renaud, the pressure coming around the outside edge, a flag comes in after the play. And it's looking like it's going to go against Potosi. We'll see what the official comes up with. No signal just yet. But it's looking like, at this point, Potosi's going to back up. But nothing just yet from the officials. Our game tonight is brought to you by Bloomsdale Bank in Bloomsdale, Crystal City, Herculaneum, and St. Genevieve, Comtree Comprehensive Health Centers, and YMCA of Jefferson County in Festus. 2 minutes and 18 seconds still to go in our third quarter. It's 28-13 with Potosi leading. And flags coming out at the end of that play after an incompletion from Brandon Renaud. And now it looks like maybe offsetting penalties. No, the ball is going to be backed up. And now they're going to walk it off. So it is one penalty on either side, but a major penalty on Potosi. So they're going to end up backing up. The ball is now spotted on the 48-yard line in Trojan territory. So that'll be a first down. So a free chunk of yards for the Perryville Pirates, who trail this by 15. And now Potosi finds their defense backed up in their own territory, just a couple yards in. 2:18 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the Potosi Trojan 48-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side for the Pirates. Mattingly will be on the right hip pocket of Renaud, who's going to line up in that shotgun set with the spread. Here comes the snap, and the handoff is to Mattingly. Cuts inside. Nice vision by Mattingly to stay on his feet, get up through the hole. This kid is good. I'm impressed by both of these running backs on either side tonight. And Mattingly, a good pickup that time. Ball spotted down at the 37. So 11 yards for Mattingly. His 7th carry of the game. Ended the first half with 56. And definitely on pace to eclipse 100. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the third. Trips to the far side. Now motion. It's Thaxton in motion. They fake the motion. Now Mattingly takes the handoff. He's going to have to cut back inside. He fights through. Gets into the secondary before being brought down. Chandler Franklin in there to finish it off. Price getting there first. And just a 2-yard gain by Mattingly. 2nd and 8 from the 35. Dix lines up to the near side. Got Thaxton, Yates, and Stark on the far side. Mattingly offset left as Renaud lines up in shotgun. 2nd and 8, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throwing it over the middle, and smashed as he makes the catch, but able to hang on to it as Logan Thaxton. And that's the second time tonight a Perryville Pirate receiver has come across the middle and held on to a football after taking a lick across the middle. So that will be a 3rd and 1 after the catch. So a big shot at the end of it, but able to hold on to it. Brings up a 3rd and short from the 27. Twins left, twins right. Renaud, the shotgun snap, hands off to Mattingly. Mattingly, the short yardage fella, he's going to pick that up with ease. Getting down to about the 24. He needed 1 and ended up with 3. So move the chains, keep the drive alive. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. This will be a big drive for the Pirates to get points on the board. So twins left, twins right. Renaud's lined up in shotgun with Mattingly in the backfield. There's the snap, looking downfield. Scrambling, going to the far side, has to throw it, getting rid of it. Pressure in his face. He pumped, and by the time he pumped, the defenders were closing in on him and throwing it behind the intended receiver. That puts Renaud unofficially at 7 of 15 on the evening. 24 seconds to go in the third. 2nd and 10 from the 24. Stark going to be on the far side all by himself. And it's Dix, Thaxton, Mueller on the near side. The shotgun snap. It's handed off to Mattingly. Mattingly trying to get around the outside edge. Runs into Huerta. Breaks with a tackle. Spins. Fights for a few more. And gets down to the 20. Mattingly, a tough nose runner. Gets down to the 20. So that should be a 3rd and 4 after a 6-yard pickup. And that will bring an end to the third quarter. It's 28-13. Our only score coming from the Potosi Trojans early in the third quarter. And we'll start the fourth quarter 28-13 with the Potosi Trojans leading, but now lined up on the 20 are the Perryville Pirates. So we'll step aside for 1 minute and start the fourth quarter up next on Web TV at MIMOinfo.com.
Passed from one generation to the next, it's shopping at Megasports. It's become a Parkland tradition. For over 20 years, Megasports has provided Southeast Missouri a business that is family-owned and offers top-notch names in athletic apparel and equipment. Under Armour, Mizuno, Nike, Rawlings, along with unmatched customer service. Megasports offers team discounts and is honored to support and supply all local school athletic programs. In the field or on the field, it's Megasports in Farmington's Maple Valley Shopping Center.
TG Missouri is proud to be a part of the community and is committed to being a good corporate citizen and partner in the Perryville community. TG Missouri encourages young athletes to strive for their best. These young athletes and coaches work hard, and their determination is commended. This message brought to you by your friends at TG Missouri in Perryville. Proud to support our young athletes and coaches.
Just about to start our fourth and final quarter of play as we get set with 12 minutes of football left. It's 28-13 with the Potosi Trojans leading the Perryville Pirates. But looking at a 3rd and 6 with the ball on the Trojan 20. And Perryville's been moving the ball pretty well through the second half. Renaud's going to line up in shotgun. Mattingly in the backfield. They fake the handoff, throw it over the middle, and it hits off the hand of the intended receiver, Aaron Mueller. Mueller was in space, had the first down. Was thinking about moving upfield before reeling that one in. Junior receiver letting down his quarterback a little bit, brings up 4th down. And Perryville, they need to pick up 6 here. Renaud lined up in shotgun, 4th and 6 from the 20. As we start the fourth quarter, the handoff is faked, a pump fake, now throwing across, and it's to Stark, who makes the catch down at the 10. And he had a knee down, able to reel it in. Stark is very, very sure-handed. A flag at the end goes against the Potosi Trojans on a late hit while Stark was down. And that's going to keep the drive alive and then some for Perryville. Will Stark coming up with a catch for the first down. And Perryville gets a little help at the end of it on a personal foul. Now 1st and goal from the 5. Here we go, Renaud in shotgun, Mattingly in the backfield, trips left, Stark off to the right. Renaud looking to the sideline, now back under center, or back in shotgun set. He takes the snap, he's looking into the end zone, has Stark there with space. Stark catches another one from 5 yards out, a 5-yard touchdown, and Perryville right back into this football game with 11:36 to go in our fourth quarter. That's 19-28 now, with Perryville throwing their 3rd touchdown pass of the evening, and that time finding Stark for his 2nd touchdown reception of the night from 5 yards out that time. So 28-19 is our current score. Lining up to go for 2. This will be a huge play. Here's the snap. Renaud in trouble, trying to fight his way in, and he did not get in. Wow. So now it stays a 2-score game. The 2-point conversion has failed. So our score is 28-19 with 11:36 to go in the fourth quarter. And Potosi up by 2 scores after shutting down Perryville on the 2-point conversion. That was a big play right there after that touchdown. So an extra point missed earlier, a 2-point conversion now missed. So if you put those 2 points up on the board, or the 3 points, however you want to look at it, it's a completely different ball game. That extra point missed at the end of the first half is definitely a swing point right now. So Potosi with a 9-point lead and 11:36 to go. The way that their run game has gone so far tonight, they're going to be able to kill a great deal of clock if they're efficient. That's a big if. Our game tonight is brought to you by Twin City Toyota in Herculaneum. Lowry Law Firm of Hillsboro, Jefferson College in Hillsboro, Village of Caledonia in Caledonia, Walmart Supercenter of Potosi, and Potosi Chiropractic in Potosi. So after that 5-yard touchdown reception from Stark, the Perryville Pirates will come out and kick off to the Trojans. Still a lot of time in the fourth quarter, 11 minutes, 36 seconds. So it'll be surprising, I think, to see any kind of tricks here from Potosi, and they decide to go ahead and kick it, and an up back, able to reel that one in, and takes a knee at the 40. So it'll be decent starting field position for the Potosi Trojans as they come out onto the field with 11:33 to go, and they lead by 9 at 28-19. So special teams digging a bit of a hole for Perryville. They come up with a stop. They could get right back into it once again, because you do have Stark. You know he's got a decent leg, being a soccer player for the state champion team for Perryville a year ago. Well, here's Huerta and the Potosi Trojans from the 40. On first down, a handoff going right up the middle, and Price mowing his way down to the 50 and going to get his way into Pirate territory. On first down, it looks like he picked up 10, maybe 11. And Zach Price continues to stay in between the tackles and pick up big yards. 11:24 still to go. That was another big run from Price. And moves the chains and moves Perryville back into their own territory. Just over 11:18 and counting. Huerta takes the shotgun snap. They're going right back to Price up the middle again. And Price fighting. Just picking up a couple that time. So Perryville a little bit better, keeping Price in check. A 3-yard pickup for Zach Price. Brings up 2nd and 7 from the Perryville 46. Huerta's going to line up in shotgun. Brown offset left, Price behind him. Here's the snap, and Huerta's going to pitch it to Brown. Brown around the outside edge. He's going to pick up the first down and get down to about the 30 before being driven out of bounds. So 16-yard pickup for Tristan Brown and the Potosi Trojans. That will move the chains. And that is the 10th carry for Tristan Brown this evening. He is up to 172 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. So now it'll be a 1st and 10 from the Pirate 31. Perryville needs a stop here. Potosi up by 9 already. Huerta in shotgun. Brown in the backfield. The handoff to Price up the middle. Price goes right up the middle. Down across the 30, about the 26-yard line. So 4 or 5 at best for Zach Price. And it is going to be spotted as a 4-yard pickup, so it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 27-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Play clock down to 14. Potosi breaks the huddle. Play clock now to 10, so they're definitely killing clock. Huerta's going to line up in shotgun. Brown comes to the outside of the formation. And Brown going to come around and the end around and take the handoff, try to get the edge. He's going to get a little bit there and maybe pick up a couple. But it will bring up 3rd down. Price pushed out on the far side, or Brown rather. So it'll bring up 3rd down. Inside of 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Perryville's defense looking for a stop. The ball spotted about the 25.5, so call it 2 yards for Brown. So 3rd and 4 from the 25. Huerta in shotgun. Brown offset to the near side. The handoff going right up the middle. And they're going to push the pile, maybe get close to the first down marker, but maybe just short. We'll see where the spot is after everybody comes out of the pile. The clock will continue to run, just 9.5 remaining in the fourth. It's going to be just, and I mean just, shy of a first down. 4th and 1 from the 21. Potosi's going to run the ball. They have all night long, no passes still. Jordan Huerta, Tristan Brown in the backfield. Huerta takes the shotgun snap. He's going to keep it himself, run around the outside edge. He'll pick up that first down. And a little bit of extracurriculars after the play as we see Kyle Allison coming into the game. Kyle Allison comes on and heads right back off after that, but it was a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19. We're inside of 9 minutes. Clock continues to run. Potosi trying to kill clock the best they can. Play clock down to 14 before they break the huddle. Coach Wojcik getting into the ear of an official down on the sidelines. Now Huerta's lined up in shotgun. He takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Price. Price going right up the middle. He stood up. They're going to push the pile just a little bit, and Price still on his feet. So motoring down there, showing a little bit of Marshawn Lynch carrying some green jerseys. Clock is just burning up for the Potosi Trojans. Doing a great job on game management, much better than the New York Giants and Eli Manning could ever fathom of doing. So 2nd and 5 from the 14. Called a 5-yard pickup on Price's 18th carry of the night. So Brown and Price offset. The shotgun snap back to Price on the handoff. Price pounding through the middle. And just a rugby scrum at the end of that one. And the play action that time from Jordan Huerta actually fooled me. It was Huerta that came out of the pile with it. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. So another 3rd and short on this drive for Potosi. Now 7.5 in the 4th. In a 9-point game, the Trojans lead. And the way that they're eating clock up right now, making it difficult for Perryville. They need to come up with a stop, a turnover, a takeaway, something of that nature. Huerta will line up in shotgun with Brown and Price on either side. He takes the snap, hands it off to Price up the middle. Price is going to run right into a defender, bounce back, and be stuffed. So it'll bring up a 4th and short. And I imagine that Perryville, with that 9-point lead, is just going to keep the offense out there. So a short gain that time for Price, but not enough. So it'll be 4th and 2 from the Pirate 12. 6:40 on the game clock, 10 on the play clock. Brown, Huerta, Price in the backfield. The hard count gets Perryville to tip their hand a little bit. Coach Casey's going to call a timeout with 4th and 2 coming up from the 12 with 6:29 to go in the 4th quarter. The Perryville Pirates trail Potosi up 28-19 and looking to put this game away or at least add to their lead. We'll take a 30-second pause and find out what happens next on Web TV.
If you're thinking about building, remodeling, or have any project in your future, stop by County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve and Bloomsdale. You'll find everything needed for the do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor. Check out the Do It Best quality paint line, one of the fastest growing private brands in the industry. The best look self-priming interior or exterior paints comes with a lifetime warranty, so you know they'll stand the test of time. At County Do-It Center, they have what you need in lumber, hardware, and Do It Best quality paint. County Do-It Center is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
So with 6 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter, and the Potosi Trojans up 28-19, they're facing a 4th and 2 from the Perryville Pirate 12-yard line. This is going to be a big, big play for the deciding factor of this game. In a 9-point game, if Potosi can put up points, that puts a lot of pressure on Perryville. Brown, Huerta, Price. The handoff is faked. Pitched over to Brown. Brown fumbles it, and the ball is loose. It looks like the Pirates have come up with it. They needed a takeaway, and they come up with it right there. And Perryville gets exactly what they need. But do they have enough time to make the most of it? They take the football away with 6:22 to go in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to go a long way in a hurry because they trail by 9. This is going to be a big drive for Perryville. If they want to improve to 4-2, they need to get something to go right here. Trips to the far side. Renaud lines up in shotgun with Stark to the near side. The shotgun snap. Renaud looking downfield. He's heaving one downfield to Stark. It's a little bit underthrown, and it's taken away. I'm not sure who came up with it. And it looks like 2 players, one from Perryville, Stark, and one Potosi Trojan, Hovis, came down with it at the same time, and they're going to say that Stark makes that catch, and that's a big play right there. Wow. That was a 34-yard pickup, and that is exactly what Potosi didn't want to have happen. For Perryville, you're loving every second of that. That was a wild catch with both players coming down with it, but Stark maybe getting a knee down first. So it's going to be trips to the far side. Renaud lined up in shotgun. 6:14 in the fourth quarter. Now the clock starts to wind. Stark lined up on the near side, on the short side at the 50. Shotgun snap to Renaud. He's dropping back, looking downfield for Stark again. He's got to outrun Hovis and can't. The ball probably a little bit overthrown. The defender and receiver getting tangled up. Stark's falling down. But the way that ball was thrown makes it difficult to call a penalty at the end of that one. So with 6 minutes left, it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the Potosi 49-yard line. Stark lined up on the near side of the field. No, it looks like he's going to step off. Now they got 3 receivers to the far side. Mattingly offset right of Renaud. Here comes the snap. Renaud going to fake the handoff, throw it across the middle, and a dangerous throw across the middle. Nearly threw that one to a Potosi defender. It was number 51, Douglas Brand. So that's 3rd and 10 now. Trailing by 9. Perryville needs points. They need them to come quick. 3rd and 10 from the Potosi 49. 3 receivers to the far side. Mattingly offset left. Renaud. Shotgun snap. Bowling to the far side, looking downfield. Pump fakes. Now he's going to keep it himself and turn upfield and fight his way down to the first down marker, and he picks it up. On 3rd and 10, Brandon Renaud comes up with a 12-yard run to keep this drive alive, and the hopes of winning this game with a fourth quarter comeback still intact for the Perryville Pirates. Stark now comes back out on the field for Perryville. 5:46. Now they start to wind the clock. Stark comes to the near side. Thaxton and Mueller come with him. Renaud in shotgun with Mattingly in the backfield, offset right. Here's a shotgun snap to Renaud, rolling to the near side of the field, looking down, has an open receiver, Stark. Stark makes the catch, shakes one defender. No, the defender able to hang on to the jersey, and that was Jordan Huerta. Not often do you see Huerta miss a tackle, and he comes up sure-handed right there once again, but Stark coming up with another reception. A 9-yard catch for Stark, his 5th catch of the evening. So now 10 of 19. Twins left, twins right. The shotgun snap. Renaud comes up firing, throws high for the intended receiver. It was Garrett Dix on the far side of the field. It had a decent cushion by the defender. Renaud just didn't get set and fired that one too high. So now a 50% completion rate for Renaud. He is 10 of 20. 5:05 to go, 3rd and 1 from the 29. 2 receivers on either side. Mattingly to the left of Renaud. Here's the shotgun snap. He's going to hand it off to Mattingly. Mattingly finds a hole and gets down to the 25. He'll pick up the first down. And it looks like he was able to get out of bounds. He needed 1. It looked like he got 4. He did, down to the 25. Well, the drive stays alive. Inside of 5 minutes to go, a 1st and 10 from the 25. Mueller and Stark on the near side. Renaud lined up in shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off. No, he pulls it out late. He's going to try to keep it himself. Not a whole lot there for him. And they blew that one dead, but the ball came out at the end. So maybe a yard there for Renaud. 4.5 in the fourth quarter still remaining. Now 2nd and 10 from the Potosi 25. With a 4 receiver set, 2 on either side. Here's a shotgun snap. Renaud looking downfield. Has a lot of time to look downfield. Looks for Stark again, and Stark's going to reel it in and step out of bounds. Looks like right about at the 20 maybe. So another catch for Stark. We'll bring up 3rd and 5. 6th catch of the evening.
Got 10 out there. Run it.
So here is 3rd and 5. From the Trojan 20. It's 28-19. Potosi leading by 9. Perryville trying to get down the field and into the end zone as quick as they can, because you still have to come up with a stop. It's a 2-score game. Now they wind the clock inside of 4 minutes. Clock is ticking. Already 8 seconds coming off. Renaud now in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Stark to the near side. The snap. Renaud looking downfield, looking for Stark. Not there. He's going to have to scramble. Looking downfield again. He's going to fire it, laying out for it. Did he make the catch? No, it was bobbled and dropped. It's going to bring up 4th down. So after the incomplete pass, it's going to be 4th and 5 for the Pirates at the Trojan 20. 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the game clock. Every play, the rest of this drive is going to be crucial for Potosi. But you have to get this one if you want any more. 4th and 5 from the 20, 3:40 on the clock. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Renaud in shotgun with Mattingly on his right hip. The shotgun snap. Renaud looking, has the receiver there, gets it, and he's going to break away and get into the end zone. Oh, what a play on 4th and 5 from the 20. They find a receiver open, and he streaks into the end zone. That was Garrett Dix finding in the end zone for the first time tonight. And Perryville right back into this game. 25-28, 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go. What a play right there by Renaud, finding Garrett Dix, and Dix making the most of it in open space and getting into the end zone. A 20-yard touchdown reception for Dix, and the fourth touchdown pass of the night for Renaud. Stark on to kick the extra point. So make it a 2-point game. The snap is high, the kick is away. Does he get it through the uprights? He does. It is now 28-26 with 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go. And this game is coming down to the wire. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds before we come back and join this crazy football game on Web TV.
At Midwest Sports Center, we sell fun and make your outdoor living easy. Hi, I'm Josh Harris, owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Stop by and test drive a brand new Can-Am F3 Spider. Check out the new Polaris Slingshot. And if you've been thinking about a side-by-side, well, now's the time. Prices starting at $69.99. Kick it up a notch and give you and your family the ultimate fun at Midwest Sports Center, located right next to Redfield Collision Center in Farmington. Like us on Facebook, shop us online, MidwestSportsCenter.com.
So we are back with 3 minutes and 33 seconds still to go here in this fourth quarter. And Potosi now finds themselves with a little bit less breathing room as Perryville goes down the field and a 20-yard touchdown pass from Renaud to Dix. Extra point went up and through, and it's just a 2-point game. 28-26, and Perryville right back into this one after trailing 28-13 headed into the fourth. So with 3.5 minutes to go, it'll be interesting to see what happens on this kickoff right here. Does Coach Wojcik reach into the bag of tricks and try for the onside? And yes, they will. They're going to try for it. And it hits off the hands of a Potosi Trojan. I don't know who came with that football, but if it's Perryville, this place is going to come unglued. Who comes out of the scrum with it? Oh, wow. It hit off of a Perryville, or it hit off of a Potosi guy up front and ended up falling into the hands of the Trojans. The Trojans breathing a sigh of relief after that one. In a 2-point game, 3 minutes, 29 seconds left. Perryville did a decent job at the end of the last drive for Potosi's offense to stand up and hold tough and keep them out of the end zone. But in that span, the Trojans took about 5 minutes off the clock. There's only 3.5 to go in this one. So they need to come up big on the defensive side. Still have 3 timeouts remaining to the Pirates. Huerta in shotgun. Price in the backfield with him. Here comes the snap. The handoff to Price going up the middle and a couple of yards before being brought down. About a 4-yard pickup for Zach Price. That'll keep the clock moving. And that is the 20th carry of the night for Zach Price. Carrying the load out of the backfield. A 4-yard pickup will bring up 2nd and 6 from the 46. Perryville needs a stance here. 3 minutes and counting. Potosi trying to kill clock with a 2-point lead. Looking at a 2nd and 5 from the Pirate 45. They forced a turnover at the end of the last drive. They need to make something big happen here. The handoff goes to Brown. Brown runs into his own guys, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. A big-time play for the Perryville Pirate defense. And it seems like the momentum is starting to shift despite the fact that Potosi leads by 2. So where do they spot this football? They're going to give him the forward progress. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 6 from the 46. This is a huge down right here for the rest of this football game. 2 minutes and 10 seconds as Potosi continues to run clock. 4 on the play clock. 3, 2, have to snap it. Huerta gets the snap away, keeps it himself, turns around to the outside edge, and is tackled in the field of play with 1:59 to go. It's a 3rd down stop. And Perryville finds new life. Does Potosi decide to go for it after this? I don't know. We have a timeout on the field. It's 28-26, Potosi on top. 1:59 to go in the 4th quarter, and 4th down coming up for Potosi's offense on the 45. We're going to take a 30-second pause and find out who's going to win this game. Keep it tuned to Web TV.
Hi, neighbor. The new landscaping around your yard looks great.
Oh, thanks. We're doing home improvements. Doing it all with Potosi Lumber.
Really?
We're replacing cabinets, new carpet, new storm doors, and customized replacement windows. And that's just to start.
It's time for home improvements. See Potosi Lumber, Highway 21 in Potosi.
So our question has been answered. Potosi looks like they're going to line up to punt. They're tight across the front. It looks like a max protect up front. Nobody back to field this for Perryville with 1:59 to go, and the Pirates trail by 2. It is going to be a punt. And they're going to kick it deep. Bounces. Oh, it went out of bounds probably at about the 20. We'll see where they actually spot it. And they're going to spot it right at the 20. So familiar territory for Perryville. They were in this exact situation playing Fredericktown a couple of weeks ago and ended up coming back to win that one. And they have a chance to come back and beat Potosi here. It's 28-26. A field goal wins it if you can't get into the end zone. But you have to go 81 yards in 1 minute and 53 seconds if you want to get your 4th win of the season. For Potosi, your defense needs to come up big right here, come up with a takeaway, something. Renaud will line up in shotgun. Twins left, twins right, start to the near side. The shotgun set. That spread formation all night long. Here's the shotgun snap, looking downfield. Renaud has time, has a lot of time. Now he's going to throw it to the near sideline and find Stark. Stark's going to try and shake a defender, and he's going to catch it and be brought down at about the 26. So a 7-yard pickup for Stark. And if you're Perryville, you need to hurry the rest of this contest. Now lined up on the near hash. Twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Renaud lined up in shotgun. Here's the snap. Looking to find Stark again and throws behind the receiver. So the clock will stop at 1:24. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. But pretty much it's 4th down situations for the rest of this contest. 3rd and 4 on the 26. So now 3 receivers go to the far side. Mueller, Thaxton, Dix, Stark to the near side. The shotgun set, 3rd and 4 from the 26, 1:24 to go. Renaud takes the snap, hands it off. Mattingly going around the outside edge, squeaks through the hole. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackled in the field of play at 1:18. Does Perryville decide to hurry up, or will they call another timeout? And a player down. Player down on the field is a Potosi Trojan. And that is the Trojan quarterback / linebacker, Jordan Huerta. So Mattingly picks up enough for the first down. So 1 minute, 18 seconds left. And it's a 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Pirates. Stark comes to the near side. Mueller just inside, backs into the slot. Mattingly off to the right of Renaud. Renaud, shotgun snap, rolling to the near side. Mattingly out to block. He's going to throw it. Tip drill. Oh, wow, what a dangerous play there. A little bit of luck goes a long way. That one was tipped and fell in between 3 Trojan defenders. 2nd and 10 with 1:07 on the clock. In a 2-point game, Perryville trails 28-26. They're on their own 32, a long way to go. Start comes at the near side. 3 receivers spread out to the left. Renaud in shotgun with Mattingly offset right. Mattingly looking like he's going to block. Here's the shotgun snap. Thrown over the middle, and right there at the end of the play, a flag comes in. It looks like either Hovis or Franklin got to Stark early. They're definitely keying on Stark downfield, but maybe a little bit too worried about him. And that's the second time they've got there early. And Potosi, a big old shot in their own foot on that one. That's going to move Perryville even closer. This game might come down to a long field goal. But it's going to come down to the wire, that's for sure. 1 minute and 2 seconds on the game clock, 28-26. Perryville 1st and 10 from their own 47. Stark on the near side, shotgun snap to Renaud. He's got a defender in his face, has to fire one to Mattingly. Mattingly makes the catch, spins, going to get inside and be brought down as he crosses about the 45-yard line. So with 52 seconds to go, tackled in the field of play. Are we going to have a Perryville timeout? Yes, we will. So it'll be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 12 when we come up after the 2-yard loss. 52 seconds remaining, 28-26. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. This is going to be a crazy finish to this one. Don't miss it. Stay with Web TV.
The Potosi R3 School District is committed to excellence. Now, they're proud of their students and their athletes because these young people work hard and show a ton of dedication. The Potosi R3 students and athletes are committed to excelling to high levels of achievement. Attitude and perseverance play a big part in their success. The Potosi R3 School District sincerely hopes this school year is a wonderful and memorable stepping stone in their life's journey.
So after the short completion by Mattingly, tried to escape, rolled around, ended up losing 2 yards. So here we are with a 2nd and 12 from the 45 on the Perryville 45 with 52 seconds to go in a 2-point ball game. Perryville trying to come down and see if they can't win this. Potosi defense trying to keep any of that from happening. Twins left, Twins right. Mattingly shifts to the other side of Renaud. Here's the shotgun snap. Renaud looking to throw, finds Mattingly. Mattingly makes the catch and is rocked right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back passes to Mattingly. And we are inside of 40 seconds now with a 3rd and 12 coming up. The Pirates have to hurry, hurry, hurry. Now 30. And counting, still going. Now trips to the near side. Renaud takes a shotgun snap, has to move downfield quick. Rolling to the near side with 20 on the clock. Has to throw it. Throws it up. And who's going to catch it? Oh, it was tipped, and Potosi comes away with it. Potosi picks it off with 10 seconds to go. The Trojans come up with a takeaway. Wow, the defense comes up big for Potosi, and that just about does it. You can put this one in the fridge. I think the Jell-O's starting to jiggle, and it's going to be 28-26. Potosi coming up with a big pick on a tip drill with 11 seconds to go. The Potosi defense has been staunch this year, and they come up big right there. With 11 seconds to go, I think we might just see a little bit of victory formation out of the Trojans. What a wild finish to this one. Perryville going to come up just short. For Potosi, you have to feel like you survived, and your resilience, I mean, that's going to go a long way. For a team that's had some injuries. The team that's had to switch their offense, their personnel, they're going to get out of this one with a 28-26 victory, and clock is just going to tick away, and it's going to come down to a 2-point game. And that 2-point conversion earlier and that missed extra point, those are all going to be bad dreams for the Perryville Pirates tonight. That's our final score. The Potosi Trojans improved to 4-2 with a 28-26 win over the Perryville Pirates, who fall to 3-3. And now they're going to fall to 1-2 inside the conference. Potosi will jump them and improve to 2-2 in the MAFC White. What a finish we had tonight. We'll step aside for 2 minutes and recap this contest. Keep it tuned to Web TV.
Potosi Chiropractic Life Center has a great staff and 2 wonderful doctors, Dr. Joseph Huck and Dr. Daniel Huck. You're treated like family at Potosi Chiropractic Life Center. So to make your appointment or for an adjustment, call 438-5801. The Potosi Chiropractic Life Center is proud of the Potosi Trojans and commend them on being a hard-working team. That's Potosi Chiropractic Life Center, 502 North Missouri Street in Potosi.
Walmart Supercenter in Potosi is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. That means a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, and all the latest trends in fashion clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And for the winter season, you'll find coats, ice melt, shovels, tires, and more. Walmart Supercenter in Potosi, always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Jimmy John's, America's #1 sandwich delivery, home of Subs So Fast You Freak, including subs, slims, and giant clubs. Proudly preparing a plethora of palate-pleasing products using fresh meats, fresh veggies, and fresh baked bread. Served here in the store, delivered freaky fast to your domicile. And don't forget our world-famous Jimmy Chips and Jimmy Cookies and our fabulous catering services featuring box lunches, 15 and 30-piece party platters, and 2, 4, and 6-foot subs. This is Ed. How may I help you?
Wow, that sounds good. I'll have that.
You'll have what, ma'am?
What you just said.
I'm on my way.
Jimmy John's, located on Maple Street in Farmington, delivers 7 days a week. Call 756-FAST. That's 756-FAST.
Passed from one generation to the next, it's shopping at Megasports. It's become a Parkland tradition. For over 20 years, Megasports has provided Southeast Missouri a business that is family-owned and offers top-notch names in athletic apparel and equipment. Under Armour, Mizuno, Nike, Rawlings, along with unmatched customer service. Megasports offers team discounts and is honored to support and supply all local school athletic programs. In the field or on the field, it's Megasports in Farmington's Maple Valley Shopping Center.
So we are final. It was 28-26. A pick at the end of this contest killed the hopes for the Perryville Pirates to come back. They fall to 3-3. Potosi improves to 4-2. It was an interesting ball game. It all comes down to the wire, but when it's said and done, Potosi goes to 4-2. Now 2-2 in the conference. Perryville falls to 1-2 in the conference and 3-3 overall. You got to give a nod to Brandon Renaud throwing 4 touchdowns tonight, but definitely a big nod to Tristan Brown going for 123 yards, 2 scores. Jordan Huerta finding the end zone twice. And Renaud throwing 2 touchdown passes to Stark this evening, but it all comes down to a couple of missed extra points, maybe a missed 2-point conversion. You could go what ifs all night, but one thing that is for sure, we'll have the Presbyterian Manor of Farmington End Zone show coming up on a regional radio, so make sure you catch that. As for myself, Greg Armbruster, and behind the lens tonight, it was Jack Sadler. We'll be back next week for Week 7 of high school football. Until next time, be good or be good at it, and keep it on regional radio.